I always hate how this thing never starts at the right place in the song, but oh well. Hey guys, this is gamercal, and I should be doing other things this time of night, like sleeping, because it's 1:30, but whatever. I got a clear of the Perfect Cherry Blossom extra stage earlier, and I've been trying this for quite a long time, and it just flat out didn't work for me before, but I guess with the VSync patch it works a lot better. So, I, again, haven't done this perfectly or anything, that wasn't really my intention, but this was my first clear, you know, so I decided I would upload it, considering, yeah, it is the first time I've sorted this level out and actually beat it, so might as well, you know, get it done. Okay, so the main reason why I've been doing this is actually to get this cleared with Marissa A, because I picked up a save file of Perfect Cherry Blossom before, which has managed to clear some of the stages before, and I'm pretty much the Marissa B, I think, and Reimu, is it Reimu A I've got? I don't know, but a couple of them are able to do the Phantasm stage, but Marissa A was not one of them. None of Sakuya's are able to either, actually, but I can now, if I want to, do any of the extra stage at least with, you know, any character I want, just because I've 1cc normal with everybody else. Anyhow, I really hate Chen's cards, actually. I absolutely despise this. I think I got lucky with this one, actually. Ironically, the Phantasm version of that is easier to me. And then this card, I think I finally worked out roughly what I'm supposed to do, but I'm not very good at executing it. You need to be very fast to get up there. I don't necessarily believe this game shows as much as it should do the speed of things. And I just break my border there because I should have been higher up. I should have been above Chen for that, not below her. However, you know, shit happens, and it's not the end of the world considering I had a border. And that did actually play into my favour a little bit, because breaking the border there meant I cancelled all the bullets on the screen and I got cherry points for all of the bullets, which means I was closer to another border. I don't know how I actually survived there. That was really, really close, and that was scary, actually. I really dislike this bit. This bit is absolutely horrendous, and thankfully none of it moves that fast, and it is possible to get around it, but oh god, it's just horrible. You know, especially with the streaming that comes straight after that. Yeah, obviously those massive waves of bullets are aimed, so you have to be a bit careful. Then this took me a while to figure out. That green bullet is bothersome. Yeah, this took me a while to do, and I still can't do the Phantasm version of this. The Phantasm version of this has the same up until the end of this, and then it extends on it. I don't know what I was doing there. I was too used to the Phantasm one. The Phantasm one switches the way around. The two four-pronged ones start there, so yeah, sorry about the speeded up text here. It's the way that replays are saved, so unfortunately, even though I went through this at a normal pace, it doesn't work properly, so yeah. I guess you could always just pause the video if you really wanted to see it, but I'm not gonna do anything special for it, so yeah. So, Van starts the fight, and this is a pretty damn good theme song, I must admit. It really keeps you going through the whole fight, to be honest. At least I think it does. Anyway, you know, these kunais are her non-spell theme, basically, and it's actually surprisingly similar to Moku's stuff there, except kunais have a one-to-one hitbox, so, or effectively one-to-one. So, this card looks really hellishly complicated, and sometimes it does throw you a bit of a curveball, but generally you're able to clear this one just by inching to one side casually, you know, from time to time. And it gives you an extra life after you clear it, so there's a lot of lives at the start of this. That looks like a really stupid move, and to be honest it was very partly non-paying attention. However, it was largely planned, because now as I said earlier, if I cancel all the bullets on the screen, I get cherry points for them. And the cherry points that you see in the bottom left hand corner equate to getting borders. So basically I broke the border on purpose so that I would get more cherry points to get a next border more quickly. And I just missed there, to be honest. I still don't quite fully appreciate this spell card. I don't fully understand how I'm supposed to go about doing it, but I think I just about had the plan there. Ironically, I think Yukari's version of that is actually easier, even though I haven't captured either yet, but I tend to do better at Yukari's. So, this is a bit, all of her non-spells are a bit claustrophobic, but they're okay in general. I hate this spell card though. I haven't actually captured this one myself, I don't think. I think the one capture is probably from the previous save file. And I just can't get it. I have no lives here, the laser is just too far down the screen, there was no way I could get around it. And yeah, I really hate this spell card. It's not even that difficult, but it just eludes me every single time. I have no answer to it really, but oh well. So I have a border at the end of this, and this is just about the only easy non-spell here. They are aimed, these kunais, but, or at least, the wave is aimed at you, but it's simple inching to the left or right. There's a massive gap compared to most of our other spell cards. And then this one, this is really fun, but I usually die on this one, but it just catches me, and I think it's just because of the narrow space here. As always, you've got to remember the bubbles are only dangerous at the black core, so you can go into the coloured part quite easy, but it's the speed of the speed and the restrictions that the green bullets make which makes that difficult. But we captured it, so that's pretty cool. And I could have broke my border here, and it was tempting to break it, but I kind of wanted to do this properly. However, it ended up in me bombing anyway, so I might as well have just broke the border, gotten more cherry points, but it doesn't seem to be that necessary. Okay, so I think I get a little bit lucky with this one. Ran doesn't have hitbox in this spell, so that's one good thing to it. The bad point is that she spawns like directly on top of you and then fires, and you've got to be pretty quick. I'm sure you can misdirect this a lot better than I'm doing at the moment, but the fact is I just don't know how. So yeah, it's a bit of an awkward spell card, this one. And I somehow make it through there. I honestly don't know how. I think it's just the butterflies have got a really odd hitbox, and I actually managed to capture the spell, which is pretty damn good. So now I have 2 bombs again, and there's to this one. This isn't actually that difficult. I can't tell you exactly how to clear it, but most of the kunais aren't aimed at you, they're aimed either side of you. There's one, I think, every 3rd wave or something is aimed at you. And then, well, this card doesn't seem that hard in theory, but I don't get it. I don't know where I'm supposed to sit for it. And I end up getting caught by the red bullets far too often. I think I actually get around this pretty safely now, but it's obvious to hear when it's changing, so there's no worries about that. However, getting caught by that initial red wave sucks, and yeah, that pretty much killed my hopes of getting that card. Unfortunately, straight up died as well and just lost my bombs. That's compounded by the fact that Marissa only has 2 bombs of life, so it sucks compared to the other characters. Alright, so this one, I guess you can easily see that from my capture ratio record thing that I didn't capture this, and I just really don't like this sort of card. I hate the sort of ones where the bullets come from the bottom of the screen out, they disappear off the bottom and come back. It's absolutely crazy, and yeah, I get caught there, but in the end it actually helps to capture the bullets that were on screen, get my cherry back and just kill the card. And it also helped to get me the point items at the top here, because these kunais are aimed at you, so you have to do a bit of crossover trickery like that to get over. It's actually not that hard, but you've just got to leave yourself enough space. It's very easy to not leave yourself space on this card, or non-card even, and get trapped. You know, there's lots of attacks like this in Touhou, and it's a good skill to develop. So yeah. Unfortunately, Marissa's range is getting in the way here, so I can't actually capture this as quickly as I would like. Although capture is the wrong word to use, but yeah. And then, not content with attacking me herself, she calls her Shikigami Chen into play. You know, we beat Chen up earlier, as you've seen, but she's a bit more dangerous in this card, I think. So she moves in a set pattern, and you can see the set where she's going by the spell symbol, but it's a bit difficult to actually take account of that when you're trying to dodge the attacks that she sends. You know, the butterflies that she generates are pretty annoying. And then, yeah, we're already at the second last spell card here, and I had never played this. This was the only other attempts at this. I should make a point of noting on the Moku video as well. The only other attempts you see a 0 out of 2, but that's really one attempt from me and one attempt from somebody else who's already had a go at this. So, you know, from the previous save file. Anyway, this seems like an easy enough card in principle, but I messed up my timing completely. And then, you know, that's annoying because that was one bomb set lost. And then again, I just had no sense of timing at this point, and I think I shouted at myself for this at the time, but you know, I guess when it's the first time of actually playing a card, you know, there's not much else to say. I should have possibly tried to use my unfocus bomb there actually. I think Stardust Barrier might have been more useful here. It's about the only time it is more useful in Milky Way, but Stardust Barrier would have sent the stars out in all directions as you saw earlier on. So it would have actually been more helpful. And again, it should have used it there as well, but it was at the end of the spell, so it didn't really matter. And then Ran's last spell card, and it's basically a clusterfuck card. Yeah, there's no other way of putting it. That is literally what it is. It is basically just a clusterfuck. It starts out nice enough, as you can see. It's obviously really simple at the moment. There's plenty of gaps, and it starts getting harder because she generates bubbles as well, and yeah, I nearly died there, but then I found this part where I just had to inch a little bit, and I know there's a safe spot in this card, and I thought I'd found it here, because as you can see, everything is moving around me and not actually hitting me. So I thought, that's great, I found the safe spot. Green bullet comes along and smashes my face in. Well, I didn't find a safe spot after all. Thankfully the green bullets are so late on in the spell that it didn't actually matter, and I got my clear, with 1 extra life left as well, so it wasn't a backs to the wall clear like every other extra apart from UFO has been. So overall that was fairly impressive. I'd taken a few more than 5 tries at this one, admittedly. I've been doing it with Marissa B a bit as well, but Marissa A's firepower is just better for this, I think. And have a look at my point item total there. That's quite something, I must say. So yeah, this has been gamercal, and join us next time for more Touhou. See you guys.